It is probably 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning right now. While the rest of the world is deep in sleep, you are finally starting to feel alive. Maybe you're scrolling through videos, working on a creative project, or just sitting in the silence of your room, finally breathing for the first time all day. Society has spent decades telling us that being a night owl is a bad habit, a sign of laziness, or something that needs to be fixed to fit into a 9-to-5 world. But if you have been this way your entire life, it isn't a flaw. It is a set of rare personality traits that define how you experience the world. After looking deep into the stories of thousands of lifelong night owls, we've found that those of us who thrive in the dark actually share a very specific psychological blueprint. The first trait you likely possess is a high need for reclaiming autonomy. Many people stay up late because their daytime doesn't actually belong to them. It belongs to their boss, their school, their family, or their endless list of chores. For you, the night is a sanctuary because it's the only time the world stops asking things of you. You stay awake because you crave the time that is yours and yours alone. This me time is a psychological defense mechanism against the chaos of a world that demands your constant attention. It's the only time you can be yourself without judgment. The second trait is a rare spike in cognitive fluidity and late-night creativity. While the rest of the world has a morning brain, your mind doesn't truly switch on until the sun goes down. You are likely someone who feels a sudden burst of energy at 11 p.m., where your focus becomes razor sharp and your ideas start to flow. You don't just work at night, you exist in a flow state that the daytime noise usually prevents. You see the night as a space where you can finally hear your own thoughts clearly and solve the problems that felt impossible during the day. The third trait is what psychologists call tomorrow avoidance. This hits hard for a lot of people. If you find yourself staying awake even when you're exhausted, it's often because you're trying to delay the coming morning. By holding on to the current night, you are essentially pushing back the stress and the obligations of the next day. You value your current peace so much that you are willing to sacrifice your sleep just to keep the tomorrow version of yourself at bay for a few more hours. It's not procrastination, it's a way of protecting your sanity. Fourth, you likely have a heightened sensory sensitivity and a deep love for peace. The daytime is full of noise pollution, traffic, phones, chatter, and constant interruptions. Night owls are often people who find the silence of 3 a.m. to be a form of absolute bliss. You might be the type of person who loves the feeling of a quiet grocery store at midnight or a walk through an empty street. You aren't necessarily a hermit. You just have a deep appreciation for the serenity that only exists when the rest of humanity is quiet. The fifth trait is what we call sentinel energy. Believe it or not, your late-night habit is likely in your DNA. In ancestral times, tribes needed sentinels, or guardians, who were naturally wired to stay awake while the group was vulnerable. If you feel more alert and safer at night, you are carrying the genetic torch of the protector. You are biologically designed to watch the fire and keep the bears away while others rest. You aren't broken. You are a necessary part of human survival. Finally, you possess a strong sense of independent individuality. Being a night owl in a world designed for early birds is an act of quiet rebellion. You have spent your life being told to change, yet you have embraced your unique rhythm anyway. You prioritize your internal clock over society's rigid industrial-era schedules. This takes a certain level of mental strength and a refusal to conform to a standard that simply doesn't work for you. If these traits describe you, then you are part of a rare group of people who see the world through a different lens. You are not lazy, and you are certainly not alone. If you want to dive deeper into the psychology of our unique personalities and learn how to navigate a world that doesn't always understand you, I invite you to join my newsletter. The link is right there in the description and pinned in the top comment below. We talk about the psychology of you. Go ahead and join the community now. I know you're still awake anyway. Stay peaceful, and remember that the night belongs to you.